IEDDV First Level Computer Basic Tutorial version 1.0. This version is produced for IEDDV. This tutorial covers basic hardware and software lessons. Physical introduction to computer. These are computers. They are desktop computer and laptop computer. The desktop computer is placed to use at home or office, while the laptop is portable enough to go anywhere with it. They are used for the same purpose. What desktop computer can do, laptop can do as well. All of them have the same parts. Look at their respective monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, and the rest. Therefore, desktop computer and laptop computer are all computer. Do you need a personal computer? Think and think again. Your answer would definitely be yes. Why do we need a personal computer? We use computers to save our books, documents, files, audio files, video clips, etc. We use computers to process sales data and produce reports, documents, and the rest. It is also used for communication through chat, email, text message, voice calls, etc. We browse with computer to search for information, apply for institutions online booking, write online exams, online banking, online shopping, and many other things. In summary, computer is used in schools, hospitals, homes, banks, offices, industries, markets, stores, and other places. Advantages of computer. Computer is fast. It handles millions of operations in a second. It is secured, simultaneous, flexible. It is accurate, consistent, multitasking, etc. Types of computer. Let's start with supercomputer. It processes billions of instructions per second. It is used for nuclear energy, geological data analysis, etc. Mainframe computer processes billions of instructions per second. It supports hundreds or thousands of users simultaneously. It is often used in airline, railway, banking, etc. Mini computer is lower than mainframe in terms of speed, storage capacity, price, and other features. It supports about 200 users simultaneously. Microcomputer. This class of computer includes laptops, desktop, handheld computer, PDA, etc. And it is the scope of this tutorial. Definition of computer. In the previous video, we know computer physically, its importance, advantages, and types. In this video, we will define computer and explain how it processes data. Computer is an electronic device that accepts data as an input, processes the data and produces information as an output, or saves the information for future use. Explanation of the terms. Data, process, and information that we mentioned in the definition. This is data. Input is any data or instruction that comes into the computer. Data is of different forms. We have Data of number such as 1, 2, 4. Data of text such as E, R, D. Image data such as picture. Sound data such as music. Others include video data and biometric data. Note the instructions such as click, enter, plus, times are input, but not data. Simply, data is a raw fact or unit component of an information. Explanation of process. Process is ability to change the data into required form by the computer. For example, our data E, R, D will change to red, which is meaningful and organized name of color. The processed data, that is our red, is a good example of information. That's why information is defined as organized fact. In summary, let's use blender and its process of blending fruits to juice as a real example to understand computer and its term clearly. Take the raw fruit as data. The spoon to take the fruit into the blender as input device. The blender engine as CPU. The blender control board as keyboard. The blending speed control as instruction. The blending fruit container as RAM. Please don't take RAM as the domestic animal we use for meat. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It is a memory that holds data for the processor while processing in the computer. Take blender blade as processor. The blending screen as monitor of the computer, which we see and control how our data is processed. The spoon or other device to offload the blended juice is an example of output device. The container to offload the juice into is the hard disk drive. Previously, we defined information as processed data. Therefore, our processed juice serves as information. Here we can come to the refreshment point. Take the cups of different shapes, size, and structure we used to serve the juice as different storage mediums such as CD, DVD, flash drives that we use to store and use our information in any computer. Memory. The term memory is storage space inside a device that is used to store information or instruction permanently or temporarily within or outside computer. There are different types of memory. Let's start with CD. CD stores up to 700 megabytes of resources, usually files. It is used to save or transfer files between computers or other devices. DVD. DVD stores up to 4.7 gigabytes of resources. We have different types of DVD with different higher storage capacity. It stores and plays better quality video and audio files. Next is the memory card of ranging storage capacity that we use in our cell phones and other devices. Flash drive is a storage device that connects to the computer or other device via the USB port. It is of different color, shape, and ranging in storage capacity. Card converter or card reader is a small device that links a computer with memory card to copy or save files. Modern computers have built-in card readers to connect the card directly. Hard disk drive. Hard disk drive is a memory with large storage capacity inside the computer. It is used to save files and other resources inside the computer. RAM is another memory inside the computer that holds data for the processor while processing. We mentioned storage capacity several times in the previous topic. Now let's look at memory unit and storage capacity. Under this topic, the unit of memory is called bit. The exact amount of data in a megabyte or kilobyte varies. It depends on the nature of the document. Some text editor stores with formatting data, which increases to the actual space of the memory required to store the data. Notwithstanding, below is a table showing memory measurement terminologies and other approximate storage capacity. 8-bit is equal to 1 byte. 1 byte can store 1 character. That is, 160 bytes is equal to 1 SMS message. 1000 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte and can store about half a page of text in light programs such as Notepad. A JPEG picture occupies about 500 kilobytes. 1000 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte and can hold about 500 pages of text. 5 megabyte can store about 3-minute MP3 music file. 1000 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte and can save as much as 1000 moderate-sized textbooks or feature-length film. 1000 gigabyte is equal to 1 terabyte and can approximately store up to 1 million textbooks. 1000 terabyte is equal to 1 petabyte and can save 1 billion textbooks or half of USA academic research libraries. 1000 petabyte is equal to 1 exabyte and 5 exabyte can store all words ever spoken by human beings. 1000 exabyte is equal to 1 zettabyte and it can save all the data on Earth. 1000 zettabyte is equal to 1 yottabyte and can hold 1000 times of all the data in use on Earth. 1000 yottabyte is equal to 1 brontobyte and can store about 1 million of current data on Earth. 1000 brontobyte is equal to geobyte and stores about 1 billion of all the data on Earth. This measurement is based on IBM Dictionary of Computing. In summary, note that video consumes more memory space than sound. Sound consumes more memory space than picture. And picture consumes more memory space than text as well. Parts of computer. From our definition of computer, the data is coming into the CPU, processed in the CPU, and saved the information also in the CPU. Therefore, the CPU is the computer, and the rest of the devices are parts of the computer. All the parts that allow data or instruction into the computer, such as keyboard, are called input device, while parts that bring out information from the computer, such as printer, are called output device. Let's start with input device. Mouse. We use mouse to instruct the computer. The name mouse was derived from the actual mouse. Look at how alike they are. It has a cable that connects to the CPU. This is a left click, but it is also called click. Click is used for 3 things. Click, hold and drag the icon or object to change its position in the screen of the computer. Double click to start or open a program. When the program is started, single click to execute an action, or single click to highlight icon or object, especially when we need to format them. Look at the click cycle. The detailed formatting steps are covered in the practical session. Scroll mouse. It is used to scroll a page up or down in applications. Look at the border of 2 pages that comes as a result of scrolling down. An application is a computer program that we use to do our day-to-day work. Right-click is used to see possible options available in any location, object, or program. For example, right-click anywhere in your computer to see all the possible options to click and work. The detailed options in right-click are covered under File, Folder, and Directory in the practical session. Keyboard. Keyboard is used to enter data or instruction into the computer. It has cable that connects to the CPU, but some keyboards are wireless. When the user of the computer presses any letter or number on the keyboard, it will appear on the screen as pressed in any program. Caps lock is to change letters to small or capital letters upon every press. Shift key is pressed along with other keys that have more than one symbol, letters, or numbers to type the upper symbol or character in the key. Spacebar is often pressed to create space between words while typing. Delete is used to erase highlighted objects, letters, or character. Backspace is also to erase but without highlighting the data or object. Enter key is to execute an action such as go, start, play, continue, move to the next line, etc. We press Tab key to highlight objects, especially when we're not using mouse. We press Escape key to clear away unwanted pop-up. Arrow keys are pressed to move an object or page to the pointing directions. Right-click, as the name implies, is the same thing with the mouse right-click. Below are some of the keys used in shortcuts. Shortcut is pressing of two keys orderly to instruct the computer. Orderly in the sense that press and hold the first key, then press the second. Pressing the Control key plus letter X is to cut highlighted text or objects with intention to take it somewhere. Make sure you press them orderly. If you press them otherwise, that is X then Control key, it will not work. If you press them at the same time, it will not work because you did not press them orderly. This rule is applicable to all Windows shortcuts. Ctrl, which is the Ctrl key on the keyboard, plus S to save your work. Ctrl Y to redo last changes. Ctrl C to copy highlighted text or object. Also note to differentiate between copy and cut. Copy to duplicate it somewhere and cut is to move it somewhere without leaving a copy in the actual location. Ctrl V to paste what copied or cut earlier to a chosen location. Ctrl P to print your work. Ctrl Z to reverse last changes in most programs. Ctrl A to highlight all content of an active page to copy, cut, or delete. Window, which is usually close to the Ctrl key with the flag-like square symbol on it, is pressed with letter E to open My Computer to access external devices or other directories. The ALT key, which is also known as the Alt key, pressed with F4 to close active window. Alt F to see file drop-down menu.